Here we are. Here we are. Camera is loading. Hey, hey, hey. I'm a little close on here. Let me back up a little bit. All right. Great morning. Hope you have started your day with the spirit of excellence and gratitude. It's Precious Azure, the queen of faith and productivity. And for today's mastermind topic, we are diving into doubling up your efforts. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing my Insta stories. I've been tagging Nipsey, playing the double up. If you have not heard the song, you most definitely should. But got a really dope beat, cool beat. It's a really good wake-up song. But essentially, he is talking about doubling up, hustling, making your dreams come true, not allowing anyone to hinder you from what your vision is, and just being completely 100 with yourself through the hustle and bustle. And so today, I want to give you just a little motivation, a few practical tips that you can start applying to really start doubling up your efforts. Because essentially, I know a lot of us are visionaries, we're leaders. Honestly, we're never satisfied, okay? We are always wanting and striving for more. And in order for us to get more, we have to double up. We have to put more effort in. And so I've read this book multiple times and I've been talking about it, but it's called Grit. It's the power of passion and perseverance. If you have not purchased the book, grit.pagacademy.com can take you right to it. But it is an amazing book and it talks about the power of passion and perseverance. And one of the quotes that I took from that book was it's saying, you literally have to wait. In order to be great at anything, you have to overextend yourself. Now, that's something that I just do naturally because I'm just a natural go-getter. Life has kind of conditioned me to show up in life this way. So just go get whatever I put my mind towards. And so you have to overextend yourself. And I know some people, that aren't used to doing the quote unquote the most may see that as too much. But clearly people that have made that comment of like that person's doing too much, they haven't made a true connection with their why. It's not until you make a real, true, clear, passionate, powerful connection with your why, until you have that moment, you're not going to be able to truly double up. You may put a little effort in here and there, but you won't have that consistency of working that skill and being able to truly achieve what you're wanting to accomplish. And so I want to point out one of the moments when I realized that one, not only was I a natural born leader, but also how willing I was to fully, truly commit and develop the skill set as a leader. Now, a lot of us, you have your talents, right? Those are your innate natural abilities that you're just born with and that you're able to do. But talent is not enough. You could be able to sing, you could be able to play basketball, you could be able to write, but until you actually exert effort and really nurture that skill set, you're low-key wasting your God-given talents. And so I'm so happy and grateful that people saw the talent in me that I honestly didn't fully understand and trusted me as a leader. And through that trust, I've been able to hone in on my leadership skills and really be able to become an active listener, be able to become an effective communicator, a team player, being more empathetic, being a strategic thinker. There's so many skills that have to be developed in order for me to truly say that, okay, you know what? I'm not only just a leader, but I'm a good leader. And then you have that transition where you're wanting to go from good to great. But the difference between all of that is the amount of effort that you exert. And we all know that when it comes to effort, that's directly linked to our productivity. And unless we're truly motivated, we're not going to stay fully committed. And so it's really building a positive and powerful relationship with your why. I talk about this all the time. Like, you have to keep your vision present at all times, whether that's in your bathroom, in your phone, in your journal, in your car, in the kitchen, in the pantry, in the laundry room, wherever you have to put it, so that it's constantly alive and well in your life to where you can almost touch it. To where whenever, because the thing is, in order to get to where we got to go, in that space of having to overextend yourself, It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to do some things that you've never done before. And the beauty of doing new things is that you're stretching yourself to grow. You're learning something new. And if you're sitting here saying, you know what, man, I want to quit my job. Well, that's a beautiful thought. Now, what actions are lined up with that? Now, you may be saying, like, wanting to figure out your purpose, passion, but really look at how you're spending your time. Are you spending your time investing in what you're wanting your change to become? You have to start doubling up, because just doing the bare minimum is no longer acceptable. You're not really going to be able to start developing that pattern and rhythm of constantly achieving. Now, as you know, I always talk about setting daily goals and daily success, because I'm a visionary. You paint the vision, you can have the big game plan, but in order for you to start really developing that rhythm of achievement, that rhythm of productivity, you have to take things day by day. So deciding what your definition of success for today should always be the goal. And so let's say that you're like, okay, I want to start reading more, and you've been reading 15 minutes a day. Maybe it's time to double up and you read 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening. Because the thing is, as we read, we increase our knowledge. As we increase our knowledge, we then are now more aware of things that we can change and do better. Sometimes it's that last chapter that can then, boom, give you that idea that can take you, 6 months ahead. And so it's figuring out and going into it with positive intent. I know sometimes it could be like, where can I find the time to get these things done? But you have to go into it with positive intent and knowing, like, you know what, I'm going to find the time. I'm going to find this gap. And as much as I preach daily success, I also preach that prioritizing yourself is so important. Your self-care, what you want out of life, your personal ambitions and things that you're striving for should be top priority. Because essentially, I know deep down in your heart that if you are wanting to really, whatever vision you're painting is to serve others. And so serving yourself first is going to always be beneficial to others. And so finding the time to do you, I will always be your cheerleader for that. And so let's say that you are looking towards, being a better leader, essentially. Doubling up your efforts looks different for a lot of us. You can also go to preciousdesiree.com to book a clarity session with me, and I can help you figure out what doubling up your efforts looks like in this season of your life. I know for me, doubling up my efforts, actually, I've done that in several different ways. From a financial perspective, this year I was very adamant about, building up my savings. And I'm like, you know what, that's going to be my goal. And then I realized that, my money is not really growing there. I need to take things to another level. So, okay, I got a little money in my savings, but I'm going to take 20% of that and put that in the stock market. Woo! I doubled up right there. So then I have my nonprofit that I help co-found, and I'm the VP, and I've been managing, and I've been wearing several hats. I've put in the work of outlining job descriptions, hiring people, training people so that I can what? Double up. Now, depending on what stage you're in your entrepreneurial journey, doubling up may look different, but I highly, highly encourage you to figure out what that looks like for you in order for you to truly start growing at an exponential rate. Because exponential growth is the absolute goal. Like, who wants to make it, like, I'm always that person. I'm like, okay, what's the 10-year goal? Okay, I'm going to try and knock it out in 5. So it's painting that picture that it's possible, and with the right resources, with the right tribe, with the right influences around you, we can be able to share knowledge, share resources to be able to elevate to a higher level. But we all have to come into it with positive intent, wanting the best for each other, and really being able to support each other, because you have to have that level of accountability to continuously double up, Because if your circle is accepting what comes to you, or accepting the bare minimum, or accepting just a mediocre lifestyle, then, you're not getting the energy you need to continuously dream bigger. And so how we are positioning ourselves to grow is so important, and we have to be intentional about it. It's going to be hard. We already know that. We already busy. We know, okay? We know that, resources. We know what we possess, we know what we can bring into the table, and then we know that God's going to always show up and supply the difference. But we have to go into things with positive intent. We cannot focus on being good. We have to focus on being great. As y'all know, I'm always telling you, have a great morning, have a great afternoon, have a great evening, because good is so, it's kind of outdated. We focus on greatness. We're focused on being the most amazing individuals we can become. And I'm so happy and grateful to be a light to you all and being able to give you the clarity and confidence you need to fully take action towards your goals. So if you haven't already, go to preciousasray.com, book a clarity session with me. I'm happy to be able to give you whatever clarity and confidence you need to start taking that next step forward. Also, check out the blog where I'm sharing some of my money moves that I've been doing a lot lately. And a lot of other cool things are coming up for the remaining of 2020. So I love you all. Have an awesome,